the strikeout, and the game. And the Lee Davis Confederates are the queens of the Commonwealth. They are the AAA VHSL state champions for the first time ever.
And there it is, girls lacrosse state champion, undefeated.
The VHSL State Championships are powered by the Gameday Broadcast Network, the official online broadcast partner of the Virginia High School League. Follow the road to glory from start to finish right here online at GameDayMagazine.com. We bring the championships to you.
And welcome to the post-game show here on the Gameday Broadcast Network. The final score, Westfield High School 11-5, the Langley Saxons over the E.C Glass Hilltoppers. And I'm Ben Simpson, joined along with me, Mike Serone, for this post-game show. And Mike, again, Langley pretty much controlled this from the start and from that first quarter.
And you know what? Langley came out firing on all cylinders, going up 4-0 in that first quarter, as you said, Ben. You know, when you look at it, Langley is playing like the favorite, as we said in our keys to victory. And you know what? They have to be the favorite going into the state title game against Chantilly.
And that was as you mentioned, in a part of our keys to victory, play like the favorite. And that's what Langley did today. It was pretty much not even really a contest, as we'll get into some of our highlights here. E.C Glass, they did hang around a little bit though, Mike. They hung around in that first half. They finished only down 3 goals. It was
they ended up winning that second quarter,
exactly.
2-1.
Exactly, and so the first quarter was 4-0. Second quarter 5-2, only 1 goal allowed by E.C Glass. But the third quarter also was a big part of Langley making their mark by really stopping the Hilltoppers from even scoring anything in that third quarter, Mike.
I mean, when you look at it, E.C Glass kind of came out flat-footed in the second half, and that's when Langley put it to them, having 2-0 in the goal differential for the third quarter. As we're seeing right now, that Langley Saxons scoring another goal, countless goals, and right here is a great play that came from the Hilltoppers attack. Had a nice response goal, and they got on the board.
8 different scores for the Saxons in this game. Ahern finished with those 4 goals. Had a huge afternoon. Josh Sibio with 2 as well. Adams with 1. Gorham 1. Gentry 1. Benson, Salzer each with 1. JT Meyer with 2 as well, Mike. So Langley spreading the wealth, finding a bunch of different scores. But again, as we get into kind of our player of the game here, Sean Ahern had a big impact tonight.
4 goals, and what can else you say? I mean, look at that. E.C Glass had 5 goals. Sean Ahern by himself for Langley had 4. So when you look at this whole entire impact he had on this whole entire game, he has to be our player of the game, our max muscle player of the game. And you know what? When you look at it, he had a great game, and I give him all the props in the world. And he's heading into the state championship on a hot note.
And Andrew Spivey as well, the goalie for Langley, had a terrific game. Mentioned him countless times with some of the big saves that he had. So let's look for Spivey. You've got a hot goalie. You've got a couple hot scores heading into that state title game. It's going to be a great one with that matchup against Chantilly, don't you think?
You know, when I look at that game coming on Saturday, you got Patrick Meehan, the sophomore standout for Chantilly, Andrew Spivey here at Langley. When you look at it, it's going to be a battle of wits between those 2 players. You got the young gun and Meehan and the old brute, I guess you call him, and Andrew Spivey here at Langley. And when you see this game come down, you're going to see Fitzgerald and Bowers and DeCenzo and Marson for Chantilly, Adams, Ahern, and Salser for Langley go at it. And these 2 attacking cores for Chantilly and Langley are going to meet, and it's going to be a great state title game. And I am looking so forward to that come Saturday, dude.
And my last thought here before I hand it to you, Mike, the Hilltoppers, they can take some things away from this game, which is the most important thing to do to carry into next season. They did put a pretty good fight on Langley, even though they scored that last goal at the end. They made it a 6-goal game. Respectable. 6 goals is respectable. They beat Langley in one of these quarters. They beat him in that second quarter of play, Mike, so they could take that into the next year. But I'll hand it over to you, buddy.
All right, final score here, everybody. Langley 11, E.C Glass 5. I want to thank you all for listening to the Game Day Broadcast Network's presentation of high school VHSL state semifinal lacrosse. Tune in later on Saturday for the championships of the girls and boys state title games. For myself, Mike Saltis, Emily Votrbeck, Matt Kenyon, Helene Shane, Andy Hayes, and my partner in crime all season long, Ben Simpson, and everyone here at Game Day, we are thanking you once more for listening to our broadcast, and tune in later this week for some more VHSL action.